Alrighty, welcome. We're testing out some new shit tonight for our special guest, so thought we'd get some music going. If you guys like the music, definitely let me know. I don't know, I just selected some stuff on Spotify that I thought would be good, but without further ado, let me just introduce our guest this evening. We've got one of our favorite streamers. I watch her like nightly, and have been for like the past year. Actually more, probably like a year and a half. I think I met PinkSmurph. Awesome streamer on YouTube. Wow, Twitch. We're actually live on YouTube. She's not. You do have a YouTube channel though, don't you?
I have one. I don't post anything to it though. I'm that person.
Well, anyway, she goes by Steph. She goes by PinkSmurph. She goes by Pink. She's been streaming for a few years now. I think your 3-year anniversary was like a couple of weeks ago, and
no, it will be in October. Close.
Oh, I was close. Okay. Well, I clearly know nothing. Anyway, met her at PAX East last year. Me and Clowns both met her in person, and she was doing some cool streaming for Intel. So we want to welcome you, PinkSmurph. What's going on?
What's up? I'm so excited to be on a podcast. Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Get used to it, I guess, now.
We're excited to have you on. Back with the vibrant lipstick from last night on your stream, I see.
Yes. Everybody loved it so much, I had to resurrect it for today.
There you go. And we've got a couple other jamokes that usually are with us, making his 164th straight appearance. We've got ZPCI Assassin. What's going on, bud?
Hello.
Wow, you sound so excited to be here tonight.
That's my normal enthusiasm, type of a person.
Wow, exciting, riveting.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Italian Clowns with this brand new green screen, which he says works perfectly. I have my doubts seeing the wrinkles I'm seeing right now, but what's going on, Clowns?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Nothing much. So we've got a few topics tonight, some gaming topics. I know we have a guest here, and we usually do this kind of like interview style at the beginning, but I don't want to necessarily put her on the spot, but I will at the same time. But, we have some topics tonight. Obviously, something big happened this afternoon that kind of happened only a couple hours ago, so I don't expect everyone to be up on their game. I'm certainly not. We'll talk a little bit about the Nintendo Direct that happened. A lot of Switch stuff announced, a lot of 3DS stuff. We'll talk about what else. I guess there's going to be another Division game, which is absolutely nuts since I think the first one is still broken, but whatever. We'll talk about State of Decay being announced, or the release date rather, and the price as well, but it's only $30, so begs the question, AAAs for $30, does that mean it's going to be a bad game? We'll talk about that in a bit. And yeah, we've got a few other topics, a new Call of Duty game announced, but before we get into that, let's grill our guest and let her explain to you who she is, where she's come from, how she got started, the whole bit. You have the floor, dear. Tell us about yourself.
So my name is Stephanie. 26. I know I look like a baby, but hey, we'll just go with that. By day, I am a chemist at a pharmaceutical company, so I test drugs for a living, which is
hell yeah,
definitely not as fun as it sounds. But I was working with codeine, which is why we were a little late today, because that stuff is highly protected. So, and at night, I am a variety caster on Twitch. I've been streaming, like we said, almost will be 3 years in October, so 2.5 years. I stream everything and anything that I feel is worth streaming. Sometimes games that aren't so popular, sometimes some indie games, and I just enjoy my community. It's something that I joined Twitch because I don't have many friends in the real world because people tend to not be the best. And I went and I was like, let's start this channel. I don't do it for the money, which is awesome. So I'm not sitting there begging people for donations all the time because I have a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask you to sub to me, but that's pretty much it. And then I play all the games. I own all the consoles. I own a ridiculous, the overexpensive streaming PC that is now outdated, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. And yeah, right now I'm playing Fortnite and we listen to music and yeah, we have a good time. People kill me multiple times in video games. We play community games, Jackbox. We ran an event with another streamer about 2 weeks ago, and we played Mario Kart on the Switch, and basically saw how much we could kill each other. And then, yeah, we did prize some games, Steam game giveaways. This month, I'm going to focus more on the PlayStation. I have some PlayStation gift cards coming, so fun stuff for everybody.
Cool. Yeah, you know, like one of the reasons I kind of got into you as a streamer was because you really do stream everything. It's not just like you go on and stream World of Warcraft any night, or you go on and stream Ark or Fortnite, or even like Kingdom Hearts a little while ago you were streaming for a bit, which I thought was pretty cool. But literally you stream essentially everything, which I think is really admirable as a streamer. I think it shows versatility, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't stream often enough other than podcasting to know what's really successful, and you've certainly built a brand, so you're definitely an expert on this kind of thing. Isn't that versatility of having all that stuff and being able to stream like whatever game comes out essentially that may be popular or may be trendy or whatever, isn't that a huge advantage, or do you think that doesn't really matter too much?
It can be an advantage as well as a disadvantage, because anybody that goes into streaming as a variety caster, you're competing with the largest and the best streamers on the platform. So trying to get or going into it for numbers or to make money off of it is a little harder, but I do it because people in my channel that follow me might not necessarily want to buy a game without seeing a lot of gameplay first, or might not have the system but are really interested in the storylines. So I very rarely play games off stream that have storylines. So if they watch the whole stream and they watch for like a week, they'll see the entire storyline play out with them being a part of it. And usually I take different opinions or different options from the chat, and I'll be like, guys, what do you think I should do? Should I do this or should I do that? And then we all kind of participate together, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like the style of your stream, so I'm very familiar with it. People who are watching the podcast who may not be familiar with her channel, I did link it below in the description, so definitely hit that up. It's just twitch.tv/PinkSmurph, so pretty easy to find. But I don't know. Maybe the key is like getting a set stream schedule and kind of sticking to it, because I remember when you first started streaming, like there were days where you were like not feeling streaming and would just not stream for a couple days and then come back, and then you'd be like, oh well, it's not like getting as many views as I thought it would. Now it's like totally different because you're like super popular now. But you like
popular.
you set up a yeah, you are, stop it. You set up like a stream schedule now, and is that like kind of a huge advantage too? Like, is that something people need to do if they want to get into it?
When it comes to streaming, it's very important, like when starting off, like to do your, I hate to say like do your research, but it's definitely probably the number one things that I would say a lot of people don't necessarily do, or make a friend with a streamer that has been doing it for a while, because this industry is very, very interesting. There's like an unwritten etiquette rules, like when you're streaming, like how you can go into other streams and kind of like ask questions without like promoting yourself. And that's something that I was lucky enough to meet a couple people that were like, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. Like, if you go into streaming, you literally just need like the two things that I would recommend ever getting is a webcam and a good microphone. Other than that, you don't need a green screen. I literally didn't have one for the first 2 years I was streaming. You can do it off your consoles even. It has nothing to do with that. You need to figure out something that makes you unique, and what would make people want to watch you, which is harder than you think it would be. But you also need a name that is easy to say or easy to remember. Like PinkSmurph is really easy. Granted, it's spelled differently than a lot of people usually spell it, but it's also because my last name is Murphy, so that's where that came from.
Oh, see, I never knew that.
Yeah, and my nickname growing up was actually Smurf, so that's where it came from.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Yeah, and pink's my favorite color, so yeah, so that made it really easy for me. You need to kind of pick like a brand for yourself. So my brand is like, I really don't have a filter. If you ask me a question, 99% of the time I will just give you the answer or my personal opinion. I'm good for life advice, even though sometimes I may have like steer you in the wrong direction. The chat usually kicks me back, and I'm kind of like that friend next door. Like, I came into this looking for friends, so I'm not out there to like undervalue those that don't sub or those that can't be there. Like, people have lives, and I love seeing like people come back to my channel like months later and being like, hey, I missed you, and I'll be like, so and so, have you been? And it's just so exciting to just hang out with people on a daily basis that actually know your name and know your story. I like love my channel because I vent to them and they actually know what's going on in my life, and they'll be like, oh, so how's the so and so doing? And I'm like, oh, they're good, like, thanks for asking.
Right.
So like, if you ever want to get into streaming, like, the hardest thing to do is hit go live.
Right.
And be okay with not having viewers in your channel or talking to yourself out loud, which is, I've never heard my voice so much until I started streaming, and now like you have to get used to that and just go with the flow.
Right.
Try to be funny if you want to be funny.
Right.
You know, when I first came across your Twitter, I think it's probably been like 3 years since I asked you to be on the podcast, right when you first started.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it has been. And I was like, Inferno, I know Pink's gonna blow up one day. I could see it. And then he started watching you like daily after that.
Listen, I've got to be honest, because sometimes clowns will say he calls shit out and it's like complete fast assassin, right? Gonna back me up on this.
Mm-hmm.
And so this time, clowns is 100% right. That is pretty much how it went down. He sent me the link for you, and it was definitely a long time ago. I don't know if it was 3 years, but it may have been. And clowns was like, listen, this girl has it. This girl's gonna blow up. So like, pay attention or whatever. So then I went in and I was like, I genuinely like this stream. Like, this is a chill environment. Your Discord is like awesomely chill. It's very active. There aren't like lulls or anything.
I live in there.
Yeah.
I'm constantly talking to my community in my Discord because it's like my life. So
yeah.
I don't mind It's like my version of text messaging. I just talk to everybody all day long, which is fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think Discord, I mean, we're doing this chat right now through Discord, and it's way more reliable than Skype was for us. And
Ever.
yeah, I mean, it really is. It really is.
Someone DDoSed me through Skype.
You what?
I got DDoSed through Skype.
Did you really?
In the first 2 months I was streaming, someone got my IP address from Skype because you could actually like dig in there and find it. And I got DDoSed.
Listen, you're gonna get Clowns a little bit excited here. This is the kind of thing Clowns really lives for right now. He's like thinking about.
No, they actually changed all that because now it's through like a central server since Microsoft really took over. So a lot of that's protected now.
That makes sense because like a lot of people like switched away from it for that reason.
Right.
Well, when it first came to Xbox, when Skype first came to Xbox, I tweeted at Mike Ybarra and I said, hey, you can grab IPs from Skype. If you use Wireshark over a router, you're going to grab everybody's IP on Xbox. Next thing I know, like a few days later, it's changed to a central server.
Nice.
I predict 99% of the time I'm right.
I'll give you somewhere close to the 90%, whether it's above or below. We'll leave that up to our viewers. But quick question from the chat, really quick. David NC, one of our good friends of the show, says, "How has terms of service affected your stream?"
I'm assuming they mean the new terms of service.
Yes.
For me, ironically, not at all. I was never a like booby streamer or cam girl or anything like that. So this like t-shirt is probably the lowest cut t-shirt you'll see me wear on my stream because I feel if people are going to come watch me for my content, I don't need them to come watch me because I have boobs. Like you can go to any website on the internet and find those. Mm-hmm. So when it came to the new TOS, the only thing that I would say it's changed a little bit is that people are a little bit more afraid to come in the channel and have like racist usernames or are more afraid of just being in there and being like dicks. I don't know if I can curse on here. So
no, you can. Yeah, please do. Please do.
So like I don't mark my channel as above 18 because we don't talk about things that are, well, sometimes we do, but it's not about that. I'm not a very like sexually I'll tell you guys anything you want to know if like someone comes and asks me, but like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, blah, 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 sex everything. And like, those are the people that have really been affected by the terms of service change or the people that wear like no clothes on stream, like stuff like that. Other than that, the new TOS hasn't really done much for me, but I guess it is a step in the right direction to make Twitch a more welcoming place because for a while there, it was a little sketchy. The IRL section was like a place where I like did not want to be because the minute I put my stream into IRL, people would say, "Girl, IRL troller," and I was like, "You're not even funny. Like, get out, leave."
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say to everybody in the chat right now. If you haven't watched PinkSmurph or followed her channels, I suggest you do so because she's very genuine, honest, and just friendly.
Aw, thanks. And I make really bad facial expressions, and when you take pictures of them, I enjoy when you post them in my Discord. There's just be a whole section of pink derp faces.
Yes, there is. That is a very unique section of Discord. I belong to probably like 10 or 12 of them, and I've never seen something like that. So that's a very unique thing that you've brought to the table.
The more embarrassing, the better. I
love it. Sasson, what's going on over there, bud?
Just watching chat when you guys talk.
Oh, all right.
I want to interrupt.
Okay.
I saw a girl making yoga under the what?
I don't know what that means either.
I have no idea what he's trying to say there.
More people are like reporting channels like that. Another thing, probably since the new TOS has come out, is I did have someone come on my channel and was like blatantly extremely rude to me. They actually did jump in my Discord because I didn't have it protected at that moment. Like, yep. I never do that. And like, lesson learned to never ever let it happen. They came in, they just started spewing these racist remarks. And like, that is not okay with me. Like, I literally immediately muted my stream. I like muted them, but everybody else could hear me just like going off on them and how like they're 2-year-olds and their mother needs to take their PC away. And basically, I reported them through my channel. bunch of people in my channel reported them, and then like 2 minutes later the channel was gone, like banned, and I was like, thank you Twitch for once, like
Wow.
instantly gone.
Wow.
Like, hey.
I'm impressed with that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hi, Simon.
Well, I kind of named this slide like, what is PinkSmurph up to now? But this isn't necessarily what you've been up to now. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. But it's more about like your sponsorships and kind of the things you've been working with, you know, on the side to, you know, maybe get some revenue, maybe get some affiliate links, stuff like that. Some support with like Twitch streaming groups and stuff. So Twitch Kittens, Inception. You had a couple other ones before that, didn't you? Or
yeah, I've since like left some things, never on bad terms. It's just I'm always trying to keep like my viewer base like constantly flooding with new people, trying to keep new things coming in. Or sponsorship wise, I really don't have like really many sponsors. I really don't have any actually right now. Because like I said, I don't really like go out and search for them because I don't do it for the money. I don't need to like beg people to like give me affiliate codes. Instead, like I would promote my friends' affiliate codes. Like if they had like a 10% off, I would use that usually. Also, I only like I said, I try to be very genuine with people. I do only talk about products that I have used, do use, or plan on using. And if something does not work for me, then I will blatantly say why it does not work for me. It's not for everyone. Like, for example, the Corsair Voids did not fit on my head, so therefore they went in like the garbage. Not really, like I still have them, but
right.
I don't stream them with them on. And then I'm very picky about my peripherals. I have a Razer mouse and a Corsair keyboard and a Logitech camera. Like I'm all over the place. But and I think that's like one of the things about like not being sponsored is like I choose what I use, and then if I don't like something, then I don't have to use it and promote it. So, but I only use things that I like this headset.
There you go.
Series. Amazing.
I didn't even like. I obviously knew what headset you used, but I never seen it in store. And then recently, I was in Best Buy, and they did have one there, and I was like, "Holy shit, that is the headset that I've never seen before." And it's actually like super comfortable compared to the headset I use. Like the band that comes down, or whatever.
Yeah, I'll actually take it off. It's part of my headset hair, which is always so cute. It has like a ski band on it, which is like so awesome for like small-headed folks like me or people with bigger heads because it allows it to stretch to you. I love it so much. I have it in black and white. And I have a couple of color changed bands because they have like bands that you can swap in and out.
Right.
And then the best part about this headset particularly, it has 3 sets of like price ranges. They have the ones that don't have the RGB on them, and they're like $89. These are like $129, and they have the RGB fun stuff, and then they have a wireless version. So it's like they made like a really good product across 3 different realms of price ranges and what you're looking for. And like the battery life on like the wireless ones is like 12 hours or something, which is insane.
That is crazy. I don't know if I'd trust wireless headphones with like fast-paced gaming, but I'd be definitely.
I can't remember to charge things, so.
So that's not gonna work out for you.
Everything I have is plugged in right now. Like I have, like my PlayStation controller is plugged in.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Always.
That's weird.
And then like my Switch controllers are plugged in because, like I said, I just don't remember to charge them. So like they always go back in the holder, and that's it.
Right.
And that's where they live.
Yeah, it's a little weird. But then again, you always play on like a monitor or like a desk kind of setup, right? You don't like have a TV that you play on like if you don't stream and stuff. Yeah. A lot of streamers do that.
32-inch monitor. Well, it's hard. Like I work 40 plus hours a week, and then you come home, like I eat dinner usually, or like shower. Just gotta shower. And then I'll jump on stream, and then I play for like 4.5 hours, and then I go to bed. There's only so many hours in the day, and like so I'm not like taking my gaming elsewhere. It's all in one spot, so it works for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I had a good enough monitor, I would do that. I mean, I have a decent monitor for like PC gaming, but I'm not really like a huge PC game. Oh, I mean, I have games and I do PC game, and I have a rig that can do it, but you know, I live on Xbox usually or PlayStation or sometimes Nintendo Switch more lately, but
Yeah, I have a capture card that I just like swap the HDMI port out on.
Yeah.
That's how I run everything. Showering is optional with that schedule. Mills, shut up. Get out.
Wow, we have some Pink fans here in the YouTube chat already heckling a little bit.
Mills heckles 24/7. He's very sweet. Other than that,
Sasson, what do you got, bud?
I forgot my question.
Oh my goodness. This guy,
I'm bad with remembering things.
This guy is asleep. This guy is asleep right now. That light that you got, it's not bright enough. You gotta, if that's like a 60-watt bulb, you need to throw like a 100-watt bulb in there.
I'd say 120 watt bulb. Just get a fire extinguisher.
At least, or like a spotlight they have at construction sites. Just roll down the end of your street. They're always doing construction in your street.
I can channel this light.
But be careful with that. I burnt a hole in the back of one of my monitors using a white light.
Really? Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Wow, tell us about that.
First couple of months streaming, I did like a 12-hour stream for fun, and it was one of those ones I just sat down and just kept going and just didn't get up. And it was just like a white light bulb that was like my original light source. Like I said, nothing high tech, and it was close enough to my monitor that when I went to turn it off, I looked over and there was like a hole like that big in the back of that monitor right there. Still works though.
But it's just got a little hole in it. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah,
no one sees that. No one sees that. It's fine.
When I mounted it, I had to make sure, like, when I was screwing it in, not to screw it too tight, because, like, it could have cracked the monitor, and I was like,
Oh my god. That's funny. All right, well, let's talk about games. Let's move into games. We've done the grilling of PinkSmurph for, like, 20 minutes now, so I'm sure she will be relieved to actually talk about some games.
I like games.
Well, speaking of games, I think there was something that happened that I think will affect streamers, and I think it is a streamable game, but the first one wasn't super streamable after a while because it was such, like, the end game was bad, and there wasn't really a reason to go back to it, and that was The Division. But
they added so much to that game now.
No, I know, but no one cares. I mean,
are you kidding me? Crypto's like playing that nonstop.
Yeah, but that's crypto. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, now they announced a Division 2, right? And look at what they've been doing with Rainbow Six Siege. Like, Rainbow Six Siege has been getting updates like crazy. Like, the player base has gone up, if anything. Then you've got The Division, which released around the same time. And that game is practically dead for all intents and purposes. I know there's a few diehards to play. I know some people stream it.
Survival is so good.
And then they decided to come out with a Division 2 before fixing the first game. So, Pink, I'm not sure whether you played The Division or not, but I feel like that's a pretty streamable game. You did what? Sorry?
I played it like through beta right through the release. I had the season pass. I was like gung-ho about it because I'm from New York. So,
there you go.
Seeing it, which is like they did. Okay, I'll give them that. They did an amazing job on that game, visually. Like, it was so cool to go to the city, like, in the winter with nobody there, and it looks like it. Like, when I, like, run up to Madison Square Garden, and I'm like, I've been there. Like, that's what it looks like. Like, you could literally, nothing different. Or the subway tunnels, like they got them, like, A++, spot on. But they might not have wanted to choose a location that is only like 2 miles by 2 miles because there is no expansion. Like, you can't expand Manhattan.
Right.
So maybe that's where they went wrong. I played that game. I was so excited, and then it died. But I don't know. Thinking about it coming out with a second game versus fixing the first one might be the way to go with that. I mean,
just blow it up and reboot, essentially. Just
reboot, yeah, because you have games that are do the opposite and like fix the first game, make it amazing, come out with the second game and it tanks. Destiny, I'm looking at you.
There you go.
And so, plus, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, I think Division 2 is a great way to reboot the series because you'll be able to do it a game as a service better now that a lot of companies are gearing that way. So I think it's a positive step for them.
It was definitely a really fun game. It had all the aspects that you were looking for. It had the customization. It had, like, granted, you couldn't really customize your character, but at that point, like, you don't even see it, so it doesn't matter. But it had the visuals. It had really cool missions. It had, like, it's just the end game when it launched was, and that's where they lost, like, a large amount of people. And if they just launch it with a better end game, it'll do so well.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play survival?
No, like after like the whole thing tanked, like I was just like, delete off my computer.
Oh no!
Yeah, how upsetting.
Survival is so good.
I know, and like there's like, but then you run into the fact that like, okay, they fixed it, but I'm on to the next thing, and a lot of people are on to the next thing, and like trying to get people to come back is the hard part. So,
right, especially streamers who are essentially free marketing. I mean, it's not free because you are making, the more popular ones you included make money off of what you do through subs and donations and whatever. But I mean, essentially you're getting marketing for these games. And when, they say in psychology, and I'm showing my like biology / science nerdiness right now, but whatever. They say that a bad impression takes 7 positive things to reverse. Like, if you make a bad impression from the get-go, you need to do, like, 7 positive things to get that person to, like, kind of reverse their decision on you from the get-go. And, like, I don't think The Division has done that. And even if it has, like you said, streamers like yourself move on to the very next thing. Like, this Fortnite, this PUBG, like, back when that kind of died, there was, like, Rainbow Six Siege made a huge comeback. There were so many other games. Ark Survival Evolved, like, H1Z1, for God's sakes, if everyone remembers that.
Conan even grabbed some.
Conan Exiles, like, Rocket League, for God's sakes. Like, there's so many other streamable games that it's just like, people aren't going to go back to Division. So maybe you're right. Maybe you have something going here, Pink, that, like, you need to reboot it completely, or else, like, fixing an old thing isn't going to get people back anyway. So you might as well come up with something brand new and get streamers back on that train.
Well, it's also hard, like, mentioning Rainbow Six Siege is the problem with Rainbow Six, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, was the hackers. People hated playing it because the people were hacking the game and cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did this reboot, I think they came out with a new game mode, right? That's what they did. And they paid streamers to play it. That brings the want to play back. And a lot of people forget that, like, yeah, you could do $1,000 million in marketing. Unless you get people to actually see the game, nobody cares.
That's right.
So that's why you're seeing less and less games being on, like, the television, and more of that money being put towards content creators or giving away free copies of the game to content creators, because that's who is showing people what the game is and the best parts about it. And that's another, like, I hate bringing up Destiny because it makes me so freaking angry.
Amen to that.
But I'm not gonna be like that hater. The thing is that Destiny 2 came out. The content creators flat out told Bungie what was wrong with it. And then that's a thing. Like, these people dedicated years of their life to this game. You ignored them. You took away their source of income, basically, because if they solely played that game, that was it for them. And then they didn't listen. So, like, the hottest, like, biggest Destiny streamers were like, forget it, we're gone. And then, like, now I believe if they want to bring the Destiny community back, they'd have to fix the game. And then they'd have to give the streamers an incentive to come back. And that is very hard to do when they've given up that much.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting a few people in the chat agree with you. Tomb Hunter 10, good friend of the PinkSmurph stream for sure, says
mods, yeah.
Doesn't make business sense to keep working on an old game. A new game is easier to market. And I do agree with that. But at the same time, like, if anything, Ubisoft has shown in the past that they're willing to take a game that they screwed up in the get-go and kind of like rework it a bit, like with the whole Siege thing. Like you gotta, like that's more popular now than it was even like a week after launch or 2 weeks, you know, because of all the good stuff they've done to it. And now it's kind of like what you said with Destiny kind of relates here, because with Division 2, it's like, okay, if this comes out and the stuff isn't fixed that the content creators and the gamer, like that dedicated hardcore said was wrong with Division 1, and Division 2 comes out and it's not fixed, then it might as well not even come out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They will, in my opinion, or what I think is going to happen, they're going to see a large loss on the second release. They, like, with Division 1, the beta peaked. The beta was great. It peaked at launch and then died. When the second one comes out, it'll increase at the beta. It's probably stay stagnant at the launch. And then it may, depending on how it is, it will either peak or it will die. Because at that point, people will be looking towards like YouTube, Twitch, Mixer. They will look at those outlets and be like, okay, so give me a reason to spend my money on this game. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? And another Ubisoft game that for me was worth every single penny was Assassin's Creed. They had like Black Flag was an amazing game. I never played it. I bought it. I'm going to play them all. Don't worry. Was such an amazing game. And then they kind of like tittered out a little bit. And then with Origins, they like revved it up, made it so good that like anybody that comes in my channel when I'm playing that game, I'm like worth the money. Like I love it. And they keep coming out with like expansions. They just came out with like a tour to like teach you about ancient Egypt and stuff like that. But yeah, that's definitely where that is. And like also like what Simon just said, maybe not make it $60. That's probably a good idea, especially since it's going to have a season pass and DLCs. Probably an idea to make it cheaper would be the better option for them.
Definitely.
You know, I wanted to say something. Yep. The way that you and Pink both described the way, you know, the Division 1's roadmap kind of was, like how it kind of peaked, and then, you know, a lot of people remember the bad times on it, basically. I think that's what's going to happen with Sea of Thieves. I think it's going to peak, and it's going to be huge, and if they don't drop content like every 2 months that's big enough, it's going to fall, because people don't like, you know, small customizations. They want big stuff. People don't care about the boxers or your peg leg or, you know, a golden compass, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
know nothing about that game.
That game is very good. I think you should get that to stream. You should get that to stream.
I'm definitely Team Pink right now.
I was offered the game in beta.
Yeah.
The problem is with me is my Xbox is unplugged in the closet.
No, it's on PC. I play on PC. It's PC Xbox crossplay.
I don't know how I feel about. I don't know. I was watching a lot of big streamers play it, and I was like,
"Oh, come on, you got to do it." Okay, don't stream it at first. We'll play together, and you give it like an hour. Give it like an hour and a half, maybe, and see what you think. And if you don't like it, then don't stream it. But I think you'll like it.
We'll stream. Yeah, we'll team up with you. We could dig up treasure for like 3 hours. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do like it. I just haven't sat down and really watched enough of it to know what's going on. I know it's about pirates. That's about it.
Cartoon pirates.
Well, yes. Cartoons are where it's at right now.
Yes, I mean, look at Fortnite versus PUBG, right? PUBG looks super realistic. Fortnite. Runs like dog shit. Fortnite runs incredibly on every platform now. Is something straight out of the 90s and is doing extremely well.
It's cross-platform with PC and PlayStation. Like, whoa.
Yep.
It's buried in there, but you got to find it, but it works.
Yeah, it's really awesome on Xbox, too. I just got to say that.
You know, on Xbox One X, by the way, Steph, it is 4K 60 frames per second. So I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, like, isn't that what I have on, like, my PS4 Pro?
No, it is not.
Well, it has 60 frames per second.
60 frames per second, yeah, but 1080p.
I don't got no 4K monitor. I ain't got bank for 4K monitor. I ain't worried about it. I can't stream 4K. So what does it matter to me?
Please, I've seen some of the donations in your stream. You got enough money there to buy a 4K monitor.
I just built a streaming PC.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true too.
That is expensive.
That's true. Assassin, we haven't.
Wait, what?
We literally what?
Fortnite on mobile. Don't play with me.
Yeah, there's a mobile game.
Fortnite and PUBG are both on mobile now. PUBG is only in China. Fortnite, I'm not sure where that's at, but yeah, that's on mobile now.
Is it true Fortnite or is it like a knockoff Fortnite?
I think it's just Fortnite scaled. I mean, adapted for touch controls, just like the PUBG one is. So,
Meh.
Anyway, Assassin, haven't heard from you,
Yeah.
bud, and I know the Division 1 was like your favorite game of all time. So, what do you think about the Division 2?
Or two, I think. When Clowns and I just dropped it. Survival?
Until
We played that
survival
for like
came out.
a week, and then we dropped that. Well, at least I did. So, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Division 2. Like, I want to play it because I enjoyed that first week of Division 1. And if they can do it right, then I'll be happy to go. But, I mean, it's Ubisoft, and they'll screw up. Same.
Yeah.
But you like Siege, and that's Ubisoft.
Yeah, Siege, I think, is the only game they've done right in the many, many years.
Assassin's Creed was good.
What are you talking about? Assassin's Creed Origins, dude. South Park,
Origins
Fractured Butthole.
is good, but it's not like Black Flag or the older ones where
Or
those
Assassin's
were
Creed
great.
3. Assassin's Creed 3 is
Or
the best
three,
one.
yeah. Wildlands was dog shit.
I like that one.
Literally the whole game. There's like 50 billion territories. Each territory is the same, except there's different trees or sand. Like that's the whole game. It's so boring.
That's kind of what I'm worried about with the Division, though, as well.
Well,
Like,
that's what they're going to end up doing again.
That's what I'm worried about with Sea of Thieves. All the islands, same.
No, that's not even remotely true, dude. I can't believe you're on the hate train, bro. I can't believe you're on that.
I mean, I'm
Like,
still
want
getting
some
it, right?
islands with skyscrapers.
But
Let's just be honest here.
I'm just a realist.
You want an island that shoots lasers? Maybe have one be some Star Destroyer. Have some
Well, they do. They have the
Imperial
skeleton
March.
guard towers that shoot cannons. I mean,
Yeah, but that's not the same. Those are cannons.
Listen, if it's back in New York and the setting is essentially the exact same, I'm not in on Division 2.
Well,
I can say that right now.
Spread it out. there's other places around New York that they could have done.
What are you
They're
gonna do?
really-
Fucking Long
New York
Island?
City is so enchanting. New York City is just so enchanting.
What are they
So
gonna
many
do?
boroughs.
What are they gonna do? Like Rochester, Buffalo? Like you won't see people for like 100 miles?
Buffalo
No,
is big, but
They should
Rochester.
just.
it would be interesting if they did Suffolk County out in Long Island, like the Hamptons.
Yeah, that would be
No.
kind of interesting. That'd be
I
kind
live here and I don't want to play a video game that's like that.
Well, anyway,
Uh,
the Division's a thing. Before we get off this topic, what do you guys think it's coming out this year or next year?
Next year.
2 years from now.
Ooh,
Hopefully
2
never.
years. 2 years. from now,
I think they're going to delay it and then do what they did with the Division 1. They're going to delay it a lot. Well, maybe not a lot, but they're going to have like betas and alphas and all this other crap.
yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Definitely not this year though.
I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. We're going to find out more at E3, though. I don't think it's going to come out this year either, but I would not be surprised whatsoever if it was announced to come out in November or December, right? The last one came out in December, technically. But E3, they'll let us know. Speaking of another game that got weirdly confirmed, by Kotaku, I think earlier today or yesterday it was like quote unquote confirmed, and then of course, with that Division announcement, Activision had to follow suit and confirm it. Black Ops 4 got confirmed by an NBA player, or leaked, I should say, by an NBA player the other night during his walk into the stadium. He had a Black Ops 4 hat, which people started speculating about, and of course we now know that is what it is, and it is coming out in October instead of November, so like a full month sooner than usual. And obviously it's not going to be what they said that it had to be. Remember, everybody was saying, oh, we want to go back to boots on the ground, we have to, old school World War gameplay. Now they're going back to Black Ops, and it just makes me wonder, like, why they made that decision to go now back to, you know, probably like boost jumping and all the crazy shit that people quote unquote hated.
I don't know if you've been listening. I've been listening to some rumors. There's people are saying it's going to, was it year 2020, which was 5 years before Black Ops 2, which didn't have boost jumping.
So how could he? Okay, so fair enough. But how are you going to release a Black Ops 4 that is a predecessor to Black Ops 2? Even if it was Black Ops 3, maybe I'd give them the benefit of the doubt. But like, you're going to tell me?
Why did Battlefield go instead of go to Battlefield 5? Went to Battlefield 1.
Right.
Like,
if they had really,
I know it's the same like time period, but why would they go back to Battlefield 1? You know.
Wait, I don't understand what you mean, because they named it
not back, but they named it Battlefield 1. So why can't they name Call of Duty Black Ops 4? You know, obviously Black Ops 4, and just be 5 years before 2.
I think games are sitting there and they're saying, what was our best in the franchise? And we'll go to one before that. I think that's what it is. Like Assassin's Creed, they went back to the beginning. A lot of games are doing like prequels after the initials because people are like, oh, I liked number 1 and I hated number 2, so we should go back to 0.5.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And see if people will like that. I think that would be like a good play. I don't know. This one is like very weird to me. They had such a big following in Black Ops 3. A lot of people pulled away from Black Ops 3 for whatever the next one is, Modern Warfare. What is it called?
World War II.
No, Infinite. It was Black Ops 3.
They went bad.
Infinite Warfare.
Probably most of them went bad. Black Ops 3.
And then World War II came out, and then everyone started playing World War II because World War II is excellent, and that's what everybody quote unquote wanted. You know, they wanted boots on the ground. They wanted World War style gameplay. They didn't want the boost jumping and the sliding and all this other crazy shit and the, you know, supers that they stole directly from Destiny. And now it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where this thing is going to sit in the timeline. Like, they got... and then GameSpot, I don't know if you guys saw this, but GameSpot released a video that they say is like a preview of Black Ops 4, which isn't actually a preview. It's just like clips of old games put together.
I hated that they marketed it like that. Or, you know, the media. So stupid.
Right. And it all looks futuristic. It has drones. It has, you know, the boost jumping. It has all the futuristic stuff. So now we're going back to the future again. You know, it's kind of like, why do that? And it just makes me wonder, like, obviously this game's been in development for a while, so it's not like they just saw a game come out and they said, okay, we have to change plans. But like, everyone universally almost loves Fortnite, right? I mean, I know you guys... I know Steph loves it, but I know you guys are like, you know, meh on it. It's kind of grown on you a bit. But like, Fortnite is super futuristic. Like, you fly in on like the weirdest little paragliders and parachutes and stuff. You like build houses out of nowhere and you set like traps out of nowhere. You have futuristic weapons, all that kind of stuff. And it's cartoony. And I'm just wondering, like, I wonder if now, because Fortnite's been successful, like, that's kind of shaped what people want, you know? I could be just like on a tangent.
If you've seen this, but Chance Glasgow teased a tweet, and I'm sure he's just joking, but it was kind of funny because he was on the original Infinity Ward, and he said, I told him to go back to the time of the dinosaurs.
Did he really tweet that?
Yeah, he did. And he actually gave a speech on that at that convention I went to.
Mm-hmm.
So he really wanted it to go back to the time of the dinosaurs. I thought that would have been kind of neat.
Yeah, that might have been cool.
And you don't have any weaponry, so there goes like...
You like travel.
Yeah, people already complain about World War II not having different weapons.
Or kind of like, I mean, maybe there's a possibility of time travel in that series, or kind of like Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, possible.
I think it might also just be the fact that people are like, this is what we want. This is what we want. Here, this is what you wanted. Oh, we don't really like it. Maybe Black Ops, I don't know. Maybe Black Ops 4 was in development before World War II came out. And then they were like, well, we're listening to the forums. Guys, put it on hold. This is not what they want. Let's do something else. They did something else. Nobody wanted it. So now they're going back to the original plan. So maybe it was in development beforehand and they did the right developer thing. They listened to what the community wanted and then they didn't really want it what they thought they wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, how many times do your opinions change about what you want?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. And like, you know, man, when I remember when the Modern Warfare remaster was announced and it was bundled with Infinite Warfare and everyone was going crazy about that. What did people play that for like maybe 3 weeks? Like that fizzled out too. Everyone wanted that to come back. Everyone wanted the boots on the ground, and that was before World War II. And now, you know, now people don't want that. It's like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
I think I'm the only one that wants prop hunt. I love that prop hunt,
man.
Go to Gary's mod or whatever that game is that has prop hunt and go over there. We don't want you in Call of Duty. It's the worst game ever.
Wow, so toxic, Assassin. You're kicking me out of the Call of Duty community?
Wait, first of all, wait, is Assassin, are you like the moderator of the Call of Duty community? Because I remember, you know, as recently as like a couple weeks ago, you said Call of Duty was shit.
The players are absolute shit.
Yeah. You love it. You know you're pre-ordering this. Are you pre-ordering Black Ops 4, like the special edition?
Oh, it's made by Treyarch. Clearly, I'm pre-ordering that. They don't even have to. They don't even have to say anything. I'm pre-ordering that.
Oh my god, incredible. All right, before we leave this topic, are you guys like surprised, or does it make sense to you that it's coming out a month ahead of time to kind of avoid Red Dead Redemption 2, or does that not make sense? Or
that just puts my point forward that they already had it, that they don't need to work on it as much as they think they do. Maybe they already had it ready, or they were in development, or maybe to avoid Red Dead Redemption because that is going to be a huge release.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to compete with that if I was a game developer.
Yeah, that's going to dominate the end of the year for sure. Absolutely. Assassin, I know you're very sad that it's coming out a month ahead of time because that leaves you a month.
I'm happy that it's coming out a month ahead of time, but I'm worried because, like, look at World War II, for instance. There was beta files that had the DLC in there. They cut that out and put it as DLC 1. And then look at Headquarters. That was totally broken at launch. They had to move to dedicated servers to, you know, peer servers. Everything was broken. There was things missing from Infinite Warfare. There was things missing from World War II. So clearly they need the time. Why move it a month ahead when they could be spending those weeks preparing for the worst? I mean, they don't have rocky. Yeah, they have rocky launches.
Yeah,
and it's just going to be even worse.
Yeah, I mean, unless that the theory is correct that it's essentially all done already, that there's nothing really to change other than maybe beta testing a few things here and there, and maybe we'll get like a summer beta or something like that, which is pretty unusual, but maybe we will. I don't know.
I love how Team is pushing for the developers because he's a developer. He's like, poor developers.
Oh, I didn't know he was a developer. Yeah, we have a couple.
The Lego games.
Oh,
Assassin!
I didn't realize that.
Some of Assassin's favorite games.
Yeah.
The only ones he really didn't like in Lego were the Star Wars. He likes the other stuff better.
I love everything Star Wars. So.
Oh my god, the Lego Star Wars games are incredible.
The Lego games are incredible. Period.
Yeah,
like they're hilarious and cartoon. I think cartoons are just where it's at right now.
Yeah, cartoons are super trendy.
Every single Lego game that comes out. Sometimes I wait for a sale though, but I get every single one.
There you go.
I play with my mom. Like the mechanics are like so simple that like she can not have to be like a hardcore gamer and still play with me and still have fun. So I think that's something that like I enjoy. So I don't know. Those games are.
Tomb says in the chat that he thinks he'll get a massive beta at E3. I mean, they always have one of the biggest setups at E3. The past couple of years I've gone, Call of Duty has like had a huge setup, and they just like are funneling people in left and right. I mean, tons of people play it, give their feedback, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, it would be unusual for them to have a beta like to home gamers and not to, closed door / E3 gamers. But it's possible. It's possible, especially when it's coming out in October. They probably should.
We'll see.
We will see.
There's also some rumors about E3 and PvZ Garden Warfare 3 being back in neighborhood, Bill.
Dude, that's an absolute lie. Where have you seen that?
It's been posted on Twitter a couple times.
No way. Ugh.
Once from a developer, yeah. But he wouldn't confirm if it's true or not.
I need that in my life. I need some more Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare in my life. Right, Assassin?
Yep. As long as it's like one, not two.
Yeah. And, I'm going to have to tell PinkSmurph about your record that you were going for. Now, ZBCI Assassin used to play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare extremely religiously and had racked up a very, very high coin count in the game. Like somewhere around like 10 or 11 million coins or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And he actually submitted this record, which he could not confirm was the highest, but thought it was the highest, to the Guinness Book of World Records for registration in the Guinness Book. And what was the response to that, Assassin?
It wasn't a record. They couldn't do it. So
they said that it was something like they didn't count that because they couldn't figure out the coin count in that game. And then after he applied, a Russian kid applied, and I think the Russian kid made it in there.
Damn.
Wow.
Savage.
Get fucking shafted, son.
it's fine. It's whatever.
It's what you're over.
Coins to level up. Got the unicorn chomper in the second game. So
dude, let's play that again. Let's go back to that.
Or not. We can play something else.
Wow.
Speaking of something we could all play together because it's going to be co-op. State of Decay 2. Now this is coming out on PC too, so you may be interested in this, PinkSmurph.
She's like, what?
It looks like
I know nothing about this game.
Listen, you don't have to know anything about this game because not a lot of people do know a lot about this game. Now they had a little bit of a teaser during E3, and then IGN recently. If you're interested and you're listening to the podcast, go to IGN and watch the 25-minute gameplay demo that they did to see more. But other than that, people don't know anything about this game. Like literally nothing. They just know it's 4-player co-op and it's State of Decay, so it's probably like the first one. But that's not really what the news is. The news is that it's coming out in May.
May 22nd.
May 22nd to be exact. And it's
only Dark Souls coming out. Sorry.
I have no idea. Assassin.
It will crush Dark Souls Remastered anyway, so don't worry about that.
Oh, I would assume so. I would assume that it would.
Well, it's $10 cheaper than Dark Souls. So.
Well, there you go. So yeah, that's
the $10 for whatever.
That's the news, right? The news is that it's only $30, and people were like, "No, how can a AAA game be only $30? Like that means it's not going to be very good." When AAA games come out and they're half the price of usual $60, people go apeshit. Like they just lose it, right? And I think it's personally ridiculous that people are judging a game by the price of it. I mean, there have been tons of games that have come out. I mean, they may not be AAA, quote unquote, but they're free to play games that are amazing and have tons of content. And then there's Fortnite. Then there's
it's free.
Then there's there's $30 games that are just absolutely incredible and have extreme longevity. There's like, for instance, Deep Rock Galactic just came out a couple weeks ago. That's crossplay, PC and Xbox, and that game is super fun. It has a lot of content because it has a whole like kind of evolution system. It's procedurally generated levels, so it's like infinite amounts of content essentially. So let me just ask everyone here: does $30 for a AAA game scare you, or does that make you kind of like wonder at all if it's going to be any good because it's not 60, or is that just a lot of bullshit that people have created?
Gonna pre-order.
I love his response. Nope, gonna pre-order. So he's clearly
I don't
excited.
think that it would push me away from thinking or it would push me to think that the game won't be good. It would definitely probably make it more likely that I would purchase the game because it was cheaper, because there's a higher chance that I'll get my money's worth of it.
Mhm.
There's a lot of games nowadays that people are like, that's a little pricey for me. Like, I'm not really gonna go out. Am I gonna get the gameplay? Am I gonna get the hours? Is it worth it? And maybe since it's a game that's not as like huge as all the other games, like it would probably benefit them to be a little cheaper, because that will like be a shocker and people will take notice.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea.
Mills Gaming in the YouTube chat says it's also on Xbox Game Pass, which is very important to note because Xbox Game Pass is only $10 a month. So maybe that's an influence. Maybe they know they can't get 60.
So maybe Pink will take the Xbox out of the closet, plug it in, and get Game Pass and play all these games.
Maybe she will. Maybe she'll plug it right back in.
He's like, nope, not gonna do it.
No.
And
I only pay for like 1 or 2 subscriptions a month. I have PlayStation Plus right now. If I'm not paying for World of Warcraft, I'm not playing for my Xbox.
Oh, that's a good game, World of Warcraft. I haven't played that in a while.
And it's coming out the new one, and it's going back to the beginning, and I'm so excited.
I know. They take all my money.
And how much is that going to be?
The usual, like $60.
No, it isn't. Is it really?
I'm assuming the vanilla one will be $60. I think they're available for pre-order. I know Battle for Azeroth is available for pre-order, but I'm excited they're going back to Horde versus Alliance, because for the Horde, let's be realistic here, people. Don't do it as a trap.
I love it. The chat like totally blew up after you said you were gonna play some World of Warcraft. Donation coming for your next stream, apparently. I don't know if that was in reference to the Xbox subscription or what, but
Mills makes me buy games. Like, I have to buy Overwatch for my PlayStation now.
Cool.
He bought it.
I have PlayStation. I mean, your friends have it on PlayStation too, though. So
I'm just always a PC fan.
Oh my goodness!
I do hack and slashes with my controller, and if it's not a hack and slash, I don't need my controller.
Real quick on hack and slash. I'm not sure if you played this or not. Did you like Zombie Vikings?
Never played it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's
that's
it
good. It's on PlayStation. Is it on PC?
Yeah, it's on Steam. And it's really cheap now because I don't think it did that well, but it's made by Zoink Games, the same people that made Stick It to the Man. And it's got their sense of humor. It's very cartoony.
Yeah, it
might be really cheap right now.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very good actually. Very underrated. Yeah, but so Assassin or Clowns? Clowns, you kind of already answered. Assassin, what do you think? Like $30? Is this scaring you a bit that it's only 30, or what do you think?
Well, I haven't seen the IGN stuff or anything, but this game doesn't scream $60 to me. Like, it seems like $30 is a good price point. $50 for the other stuff seems fine to me. So, I mean, at the end of the day, who's winning is us. We don't spend an extra $30 plus tax on a game that might suck ass.
That may, and I quote, suck ass.
Wow. Yes. You know, I got to say something to that. You shouldn't expect a great game just because it's 60. I mean, price shouldn't indicate if it's a good game or a bad game. I mean, look at Fortnite. It's free, and the game is amazing at being free. So I don't think price should be an indicator of anything or any concern. It's just, you know, $30, man. That's awesome. Most games come down to $30 anyway in, 3 to 6 months?
Yeah, it's true.
After the hype?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point because, you know, the game launches at 60 and then it's like, you know, a good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Maca 91 Productions, good guy, used to podcast them on TXR. He, you know, had this term where he was like, you know, that the 2-week period that it drops down to 40, like by and large, in pretty much every game except Nintendo games, you can find for like $40 after 2 weeks from launch, which, especially with like EA games or Ubisoft
Nintendo
games,
never go on sale.
And what?
Said Nintendo games never go on sale.
Hardly ever. Hardly ever.
That's true.
Guys, look, I have a cat.
Oh, Assassin loves cats.
This is Obi-Wan.
Wow.
Say hi to her cat, Assassin.
Yeah. Hi, cat.
And that's my sister who's crashing the podcast currently.
She's like making out with the cat right now.
No, she just loves him because he's so big. So big. He makes his sister Daenerys look really small. Yes, I have kittens.
That is a big cat, actually. That's a little bit bigger than any cat I would like to own.
He's a big boy, and he's only a year.
Jeez. Assassin's cats are like super small, right? Assassin?
Yeah, I'm trying to get one right now. Mia.
One of his cats actually threw like an orange or something when he was on stream. I can't remember what it was. Was it an orange or a potato?
It was a tomato.
Tomato.
It was a
yes.
tomato.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Oh, I get the other one now too. Hi, kitty.
Oh my god, yeah, that one's way smaller. That one is
This
like
one's Daenerys.
holy. That one has like 50,000 colors in its coat.
Yeah, she's actually a little bit disabled.
Why? What happened? How?
She has a hip deformity.
Oh,
They're
interesting.
both rescues, so they're both a little special.
Sure.
But this one's very special, but she's so cute to have her.
Well, you know, sometimes we just love the special ones a little bit more, right, Assassin?
Nope.
As in, you're a little special.
No.
Wow. Oh my god. Anyway,
I love how people from my channel know my cats.
yes, they like calling
They're
out the
"Snooby
names.
Daddy! Yeah, because we call Obi-Wan Snooby. I don't know why. Bye, Danny. Oh, she just fell.
They're like, Snoopy, they're like, did you take care of that mangled toe that you had last week or some shit like that? The Jizzle in the YouTube chat says cat plus Star Wars character name is the way to Assassin's Heart. So
Wow.
so Obi's getting it done for Assassin right now.
Yeah.
Definitely getting it
Obi-Wan
done.
Cat Nobi.
Obi-Wan Cat Nobi.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. David NC in the YouTube chat says your sister looks bored. Let her sit and talk.
Oh, my
Wow.
sister. I'm actually trying to get. Okay, so when you said like what's up in my stream, I'm trying to partner with mental health. Mental health is very important to me and my family, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to partner with somebody for mental health things. She's going for mental health counseling, so I was thinking, this is up in the air, guys, about doing mental health Mondays and having my sister sit on stream and talk about mental health for those that have questions. But
Yes.
That'd
yes.
be really awesome.
Absolutely.
That'd be really awesome.
I'm trying to work out a payment for her because she doesn't want to come on for free.
Oh my god.
It's okay though. She's unemployed. She's in grad school, so I'm like, I understand.
She needs the
where you want
money. She needs the money. She needs to eat real food.
Yes, she does.
Tuna fish is good, you know? Tuna fish. Constantly.
There you
Don't
go.
talk.
Tuna fish ramen. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I think with the State of Decay thing, like it's very overblown. But like, maybe you can give some insight, Pink, on the PC community, because you said that World of Warcraft like was going to be the full blown 60, but I feel like games that are quote unquote the full blown 60 don't really do super well on PC compared to console. Like console gamers are kind of like robots to that shit. They're like must pay $60 for a new game, new AAA, whereas like PC people are like more likely to shop around like on GOG or
Like CD keys.
or CD keys or like G2A or Steam or like, you know, they just shop around a lot and you can get a deal, and never do you see people like, you know, ready and willing to like pre-order games and be ready for a quote unquote $60 title. I feel like even like there's been games where like the PC equivalent is actually cheaper than the console equivalent because they know that it's not going to do as well at the full blown 60, like Overwatch, for instance. So do you think that's true? Do you think PC people are like less likely to drop a full 60 on a game, especially if they're not like, you know, 1000% into it?
I think that yes. The short version would be yes. console gamers are like cult favorite kind of things. Like you are used to only paying $60 for a game or $50 for a game. There are no like indie developers on console giving you games for $6. So it's like it's one of those things like I partner with Humble Bundle, and like when I tell you that I have 200 plus video game keys to give out on Steam, it's not a joke. But all those games on there are mostly indie developers or big games that have been discounted and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's just a lot easier to shop around for, like you said, shop around or just wait. Because like my Steam library has like something like 800 games in it, like my personal library. Wow. And would I rather pay $80, like $60 for a new game, or just play one of the 800 that I have?
Right.
So, but like, also you got to think about it. Like World of Warcraft could put out a new full 60 game because, like, let's be real.
Yeah, it has the reputation, and people like yourself are like 1,000% into it. Whereas like State of Decay 2, you know, that's not necessarily thought of as a PC game, you know, and now that's coming out on PC. Same thing. I mean, that's happened with a lot of Xbox games recently that have been traditionally like Xbox only games, you know, like Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport or Gears of War or probably the next Halo. Like all these games are coming to PC, and PC gamers aren't necessarily accustomed to getting like console style games at $60 that they've never heard of. It's not like they're gonna just readily go out and grab it out of like sheer like minute interest like console gamers might, you know what I mean? Like it's I think the take home is like for PC people to spend 60, you need to be really, really into it, whereas console people oftentimes will, you know, take a shot at 60 and know they'll be able to like trade it in, you know, like maybe recoup some of the money if it sucks or whatever. So
the biggest holdback, I think, with Xbox games on PC is that they're through the Windows Store.
Ugh.
And people don't like the Windows Store. And that's why there's all those rumors about Microsoft buying out Steam. People don't like Windows Store.
Right.
I don't know. It's there's a lot there. A lot. It's so hard to compare PC versus console. Like I even have a t-shirt that says PC over console, and it's like people are so cult. Like I hate using the word cult, but they're so glued into what they like that like they brought Destiny is another example. They had Destiny 1, PlayStation, Xbox only. Bringing that to PC was very difficult for them. And like, I think that's also another thing that the problem is that they're bringing the games out for a platform, a console, and then waiting and then releasing the PC version. And like, PC gamers don't like to wait. Like, we don't buy physical copies of games. My computer doesn't even have a CD-ROM. Like, I have that stuff on download the minute it's released. Like, I want to hit that play button. And I think that that's a big issue. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, I'm so excited to play Destiny 2 on PC. And then it released on consoles, and everybody was like, boo this, boo that. And then by the time it released on PC, people were like, over it.
Yeah.
Right.
And plus, it's just another platform to pay for. Like, I bought it on all three. I had to pick between my two favorite platforms. Because I used to have Destiny 1 on Xbox and PlayStation.
Woo-woo.
And then as you know, the Xbox went in the closet, and I bought it for PC and PlayStation.
Oh my god, you hurt my feelings right now.
But I got my Xbox for $40. Okay, like I wasn't a huge fan of Xbox. Like that's another story. But I was in college when the 360 came out, so I missed that whole generation of like games. So like that's where like a lot of people got culted or dedicated to Xbox, and I was just like, I saw my PlayStation 2. Like,
yeah, yep.
I was fine with that. And when somebody won a newer version of the Xbox One, they won the Xbox One S, the One S.
Yep.
They gave me their Xbox One for shipping.
Oh wow, that was pretty good.
So like, the fact that it's in my closet doesn't hurt my feelings because it wasn't that expensive, you know.
Well, at least you have it. I mean, you know, one day you might take it out and be like, wow, this thing is amazing.
Yeah, this thing's.
And there's not that many like Xbox exclusives anymore. Like nobody's doing like exclusives. Like oh my god, like Kingdom Hearts is coming to Xbox.
Yeah.
Like they're like platform exclusives don't exist anymore. I think it's very hard to say like, oh, except like MLB The Show is like PlayStation only.
Yeah, well, except for the first party titles, like how do you say it? Forza.
Forza, yeah.
Forza.
Forza.
Yeah, I say Forza too. I don't say it the other way.
Yeah, I mean that. Of course, that's a huge problem. That is a huge problem for Xbox, and I kind of I knew you were gonna go this way, so I kind of like prepared a slide here about the console war because I knew that you hated Xbox, and so
I don't think she said she hated it. I think she just said it's collecting dust.
Okay, all right. Well, let's ask definitively. Let's put a number scale. Now, obviously, for you, the PC is 10 out of 10. Now, Xbox One, if PC is 10 out of 10, the Xbox One is what out of 10?
Like a 4?
Wow, that is so harsh.
I'm just trying to think of like what I would go to. Like I'd go to my PC. After my PC, I'd go to PS4. After my PS4, I'd go to my Switch. And then after the Switch,
I may go to like my Atari 2600 sitting in my closet from when I was born.
I'd actually break out my 3DS before I broke out my Xbox.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Poor Xbox.
My heart just skipped a beat.
Xbox.
My heart just skipped a beat.
I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know. It's man.
I mean, it makes sense. Everybody has their preference.
Plus, the console hasn't like it's. I don't know. It's a thing for me. Like I have small girly hands, and the Xbox controller is not comfortable for me.
I think they made mini controllers, but they're wired.
Well, that doesn't matter.
It's not even like about like I don't want to have to buy like I don't know. It's just like they haven't improved the design on it at all.
I don't know. I think it's the best controller.
The PS4 has that touch thing in the middle now. Like that's pretty cool.
That everyone uses, right?
But what about the Sea of Thieves controller? Have you seen that one?
Gotta pull it out.
The
if
what?
I can find it. Hold on.
The which one?
Thieves.
Oh, the Sea of Thieves controller. Yeah, the custom controller, right? All those custom consoles and shit too, right? The God of War custom console that looks like absolute trash, in my opinion.
I mean, I know that this was a topic that you guys scratched, but like I have the Star Wars one because it was awesome. But like,
wait, you have the Star Wars console as well?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way.
Wow.
Do you doubt me?
I do.
I don't know if I can pick it up.
Okay, I don't doubt you that much.
Like,
you have PS4 Pro then, or you have the Slim? Oh, you have the Pro.
No, Pro.
See, the Pro Star Wars bundle, I think, in my opinion, is the best PS4 Pro custom bundle ever made. All the other ones are dog shit. I'm sorry. Like every other one is dog shit. Oh, she's twisting, turning. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, see that? I thought that one was decently nice, but like this one right here, like what the fuck is that on there? You know what I mean? Like
this kind of like glows in the dark.
Yeah, see, that's a dope ass controller. Like that Sea of Thieves controller, they know how to make custom shit that people want to buy. This fucking thing, man. The only reason people are buying this is because it has the game with it for free. You know what I mean? Like that thing's hideous. Assassin, back me up on this.
That goes well with the PS4 World War II console. Ugly as fuck.
The World War II console.
Wow,
the Black Ops 3 console on the PlayStation one.
Call of Duty community just called and kicked you out.
Yuck.
I'm looking up this God of War PS4. Hold on.
Look it up.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. It really doesn't look good.
Hideous, man.
Oh, and I can't even find it. Console.
Granted,
what the fuck is that?
If it's ugly, that's what it is.
Listen, if it were up to me,
it looks like an Egyptian bad version of what a console could look like.
It literally looks like somebody tried to like draw some sort of constellation and fucked up.
Exactly. I know what it is. They had too many leftover plastic pieces from when they made the limited edition 20th anniversary PS4s, and they were like, "What do we do with this gray shit?" That's what they do. There it is, guys. That's the answer. Which, by the way, that is a gorgeous console, and I wanted it so bad.
I have a quick question. What do you think of Minecraft? Did you like it?
What do I think of Minecraft?
Did you play Minecraft? Did you like it?
I played Minecraft a little bit. It's funny because I always joke that I'm like a creative person. I am a creative person. I built the Mario Castle in Ark, but like I couldn't wrap my head around freaking Minecraft. Like I was like, okay, so this block with these fuzzy pieces, these fuzzy little colors means this. Okay, sure. And then I was like scrolling through my inventory and I was like, I don't know what half that stuff is. And I was like, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't see myself like, I don't know.
Well,
I like watching it. Watching it's fun.
It's never too late to get into it because Xbox has a fantastic Minecraft console.
Again, like I said, the 20th anniversary PlayStation one looked amazing.
That was gorgeous. Yeah, I forgot that existed. Yeah, that's the best one. That's the best one. If it was up to me, they would
have my original PlayStation.
The original PS1.
Yeah, I have all my consoles actually. Like I said, I never owned a 360, but I have 2 Super Nintendos that were like my family bought when they came out. PlayStation 1, my PS2 is in the basement, my PS3 is in a box in my spare room. My PlayStation 4 is here. I have my I just threw out the original box for my Xbox. Like,
wow.
The box it came in.
The original Xbox? Like the OG one?
Like the OG black box Xbox.
Wow. Wow.
That one's beautiful. I still have 2 of them.
I still have like the console, but I actually threw the box out.
You should totally do like some retro stream. Like not necessarily like once a week, but like, you know, not necessarily scheduled, but like every once in a while just be like, hey, I'm feeling retro today. Like let me stream some fucking like Crash Bandicoot or something.
The problem with those is that like they're just so hard to set up.
Yeah.
Because like you have to get like emulators and all that other.
Yeah, or you have to buy like those ridiculously priced like Retron 5s and the that other one that play Asia sells. Yeah, that plays them all.
I mean, plus they keep coming back with all the retro games. Like freaking Kirby's coming out again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a co-op, I think.
Yep.
Multiplayer.
Yep. 4-player. Yeah.
Coming out on the new. Like, now we're getting on to the other topic that we were supposed to talk about. The new Super Smash Bros. coming out.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Nintendo Direct. I mean, that was a big event today.
No,
that was a huge.
Let's get some more Donkey Kong.
But retros are coming back. Like Crash Bandicoot, fucking that shit came out, and I was like, I heard it was coming out. I was like, pre-order.
You streamed that for
shit like 6 months in advance. Like the minute it was announced, I was like, I need this game in my life.
Yeah.
Spyro, like I think it's finally confirmed, right? I need it.
Yeah,
I will rock that like no tomorrow.
Retro is huge. I mean, people make huge, followings on Twitch for just like retro streaming. And granted, I don't want to see retro streaming from a streamer like every single day. But like when one of my people that I'm following, I get the notification they're like streaming like Battletoads, or they're streaming like, something on like Game Boy, for instance. Like somebody was streaming like Pokemon the other day, Pokemon Red. I was like, shit, I want to watch that. Like that's fucking cool. I want to go back and watch
Pokemon
that.
Pinball.
So. What is it?
Pokemon Pinball was my shit growing up.
Oh my god, yeah, that was good.
I played that game like it was like my job.
Speaking of which, did you guys see? Let me go over my screen grab over here really quick of the Nintendo Direct news. Did you guys see there's this game coming out for 3DS that was announced called The Scoop, or Detective Pikachu, I guess it's called? Detective Pikachu. And Pikachu like talks and shit.
They're making a movie. I think Ryan Reynolds is supposed to be Pikachu or something.
Stop it.
Like, the whole thing, like the whole thing about Pokemon was that they only said their name. That's the only thing they're allowed to say.
Yeah.
I don't want a freaking Pikachu talking to me with fucking Pikachu like, hi, I'm Pikachu.
No, that's not how he talks. After the stream, watch that. I'll send you the link if I haven't already. You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that trailer for that Pikachu, for that Detective Pikachu. He talks like a real man. Hold on, I'm actually gonna play it. I'm gonna play it for the stream.
That's extremely disturbing, and I'm not having it.
Let me just make sure it comes through. I'll send it through the call too, so you can hear it at the same time. But hold on, here we go.
Here's the scoop on Detective Pikachu.
Okay, so that's obviously not what he sounds like. You guys can hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Plus, a new amiibo.
Now here's Pikachu talking in just 1 second. Listen to this.
Something about this Pikachu is a little different.
Here we go. Now this is Pikachu's voice right now. I shit you not.
He's gruff.
You agree with me, don't you?
Runs his mouth.
Hey, don't boss me around.
That was Pikachu right there.
No.
I swear, dude. I swear to Jesus. I swear to you. Here we go. Listen.
Well, I mean,
here's some more. Here's some more.
Likes coffee.
This hideout is as
please
delicious
stop.
as ever.
And no one knows
That's
why.
not.
Welcome to Rhyme City, where humans and Pokemon usually live in harmony.
No.
But recently,
Oh my God! All the Pokemon talk.
Pokemon have been
No,
behaving
stop!
oddly.
Please stop!
You're ruining it. You're ruining
ruining
it.
my childhood. I'm gonna cry.
It's worse than the Super Mario Brothers movie.
It literally sounds like if like Togepi came out and was like fucking Denzel Washington. Like, no! Stop!
Oh, it would have helped if I switched to the screen grab scene on XSplit. My bad. But yeah, I will prove.
Davina said URL are fake.
Nope. Oh, here we go.
Here's
I'm
the
gonna play it
scoop
right
on
now. I'm
Detective
playing it on the
Pikachu.
stream. Here we go.
Plus,
With me, don't
Here
you?
we go. Here we go. Here it is.
You agree with me, don't you?
runs his friend.
Let's try that
He's
again.
gruff.
You agree with me, don't you?
Runs.
That is Pikachu. That right there is freaking Pikachu. I mean, how wrong is that, man?
Well, bye-bye, Pokemon. Good thing I never liked you that much anyway.
Pikachu versus Roger Rabbit. Go.
Pikachu versus Roger Rabbit. I am taking Pikachu. on
Okay,
that
what's
one.
with the sexual poses of fucking Pikachu, man? Like, I'm not okay with this.
Let's just really quick. Let's go
Well,
back to that.
you know, I
just one
gotta
more
say
time.
something. The Roger Rabbit had a better NES game than the Pokemon games.
Here we go.
He's naked.
Oh, hold on. I gotta put it out to the stream. I put it out to the. Hold on.
Agree with me, don't you?
Runs his mouth.
Hey, don't boss me around.
Hey, don't boss me around. Look at him.
Hey, don't boss me around.
Oh my God.
Like, and also, like, like I'm trying to wrap my head around this right now. Like, aren't the first like evolution of a Pokemon supposed to be like a baby?
Yes.
That's always what I thought. Like Charmander didn't sound like Charmander.
Oh,
No,
I
it sounded
see.
like a fucking baby.
Oh, that's a good point. I never even thought of that because Raichu is the next evolution, so he should
that
be the
should have
older
been
one.
fucking. Yeah, it should Pikachu is supposed to sound like a Pikachu.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right.
Way to ruin it. Oh my. Oh, I'm sad.
Unless they're going for that. What was that?
My dog is crying too, Inferno.
Even the dog's upset.
What were you
Pikachu
saying?
is an angry New Yorker. Tomb, shut up.
What were you saying, Assassin?
Oh, it could be like that movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button or whatever. He was born super old.
Yes. Yes. That was a good movie, actually. All right, here's some other kind of like highlights from today's direct. Obviously, there's gonna be a Smash Brothers on the Switch. If you didn't think there was gonna be a Smash Brothers on the Switch, then you're probably an idiot. Sorry, no offense, but
Where is Mario Party for the Switch?
I know
Yes.
you're
I
right.
want to
Where-
play with my friends.
I want a new Mario Kart.
Just had one.
Listen,
No,
no, that was the
basically
old
it.
one, Assassin. That was just a
Like a
yeah,
cop.
but you can't
No,
be.
but it needs a
greedy.
new Mario Party. Like the fact that I can't play Mario Party on my Switch with my mods and kill them and like hit them over the head and crank stuff up, like it literally makes me sad. Like how funny of a game would that be to stream?
That'd be awesome.
Like be like crank the freaking like whatever and like throw the paint. Like oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, they definitely knew Mario. Now I'm saying Mario, like you New Yorkers. Mario. They definitely knew Mario Party.
Mario.
But they've got this Mario Tennis that looks friggin' amazing. If you guys saw that, it looks very, very good.
Wait, do you say Mario or Mario?
No, I say
Mario.
Mario, but she
Mario?
says Mario as well.
Oh Mario. Yeah, it's like Mary with an O. Mario.
Yeah, I say it the same way.
I mean,
That'll
go to
be
Little
it.
Italy. I'm pretty sure they say Mario.
Yeah, they do. My dad grew up in Brooklyn, so
That's weird.
Yep.
Sorry.
my dad always said Mario too, but he always had that thick Italian accent. So like I never really understand what he was saying.
And like the whole "it's a me Mario" is a lie. Nobody calls him Mario.
Everyone calls it Mario.
Yeah, every normal person.
Nintendo had it wrong.
I mean, like,
Love it. All right, so
accents are a thing, but no.
no, but listen, you got to go by how. I mean, okay, so New Yorkers would say, hold on, let me get off the screen grab really quick. New Yorkers would call the name, if you just saw the name and didn't associate it with the Nintendo mascot, you'd call it Mario. Fine, okay, I'll accept that.
Mario.
But like you said, the voice of the character says it's a me Mario. It doesn't say it's a me Mario. So
It's a me, Mario.
No.
There you
Yeah.
no.
No.
go.
I want to boop my mods. Yeah, my mods are talking about me. I want to boop you all over the heads. Boop, boop. Oh my god, Pokemon Stadium would be great too, but we won't talk about it. That game is awesome.
Yeah, they're not bringing Pokemon Stadium. Instead, the Pokemon game that they're going to be coming out with. Now, I expected a Pokemon Switch game to be at least announced or teased, but instead, we're just going to get a 3DS game where Pikachu sounds like an old fucking man. And, like...
I'm sorry, but, like, why are they still making stuff for the 3DS? I don't understand.
Yeah,
This was
exactly.
a big 3DS.
I was so surprised. Like, for instance, here we go. Like, they showed off Luigi's Mansion with a few new features.
I'm so sad. Like, what the fuck is that shit?
That's on the 3DS and not on the Switch.
Like, no, it didn't need another 3DS. Didn't they already have a 3DS game? Like, they didn't need another one. Hello? Wasn't, like, the Dark Moon or Moon...
Oh, Sun and Moon or something?
No, it was called, like, Luigi's Mansion, the Dark Moon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was
Like,
a 3DS.
wasn't that enough?
That was a 3DS exclusive title, and now they're gonna bring this.
Wasn't that also
shit.
on GameCube?
No,
Yeah.
this is the one that's on
Well, it was an
GameCube. Right?
expansion. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that was on GameCube. This one they're bringing back.
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm saying that if they're gonna bring out a game on the 3DS, it should be brought out on the Switch as a second option. That's all I'm saying. Because, like, if they're both game cartridges, how hard can it be?
Yeah, no, I think they should bring it on both. I think it would be cool if they brought it on both. Now, they just want a compelling reason for you to buy both systems. That's the problem. Like, they still think that there's compelling options. Like, they think Detective Pikachu is going to make people go out and buy a 3DS or some shit. Like, no one is going out to buy games like that. Like, for instance, WarioWare Gold. Like, why can't WarioWare be on the Switch? I mean, that's the ultimate party game. WarioWare? Have you guys played that?
According to the
How about the fact that the Switch doesn't have enough games?
I think according to the NPD, the 3DS is still selling pretty well.
Yeah, and you know what? Toom just said that in the YouTube chat. He says, "Isn't it still the most popular handheld?" And yeah, of course, it's the most popular handheld.
Because
but like,
it has games on it.
A lot of games. And Nintendo first-party titles, too.
Yeah, like it's hard to make a console successful if it has no games on it.
but I mean, look at all these games that they announced for the Switch. I mean, they announced a lot of games. Some of them aren't necessarily my style. Like, I would have rather Luigi's Mansion or like WarioWare. But for instance,
Like, what the hell is Sushi Striker? Like, why
Yeah,
can't I
that's
get a
kinda weird.
game that I actually want to play?
Captain Toad, that's a cool game.
That's pretty interesting.
A Crash Bandicoot is coming to the Switch now.
But I already bought it on PlayStation.
And the Xbox
Vita.
One,
South Park.
and the Xbox One, by the way.
South Park.
Little Nightmares, that's an excellent game. South Park, Fracture But Whole, Hyrule Warriors.
South Park. Where are you from?
South
Boston.
Yeah, you already know this about me. I don't know.
South Park.
Okay, okay, Mario. Okay, keep calling
South
Mario.
Park.
Keep calling him Mario. That's fine.
It's a me, Mario. That's probably
Yep.
what it sounds like, to be honest, in Brooklyn. Mario.
Absolutely not. That's
Forgot
a
about
butcher-
it.
That's
South Park.
that's a butchering. That's an absolute butchering. Makes me want to go fire at my original Nintendo that's sitting in a
You
basement
know,
somewhere.
I just gotta say this though, but Brooklyn still has the best 7-layer cookies, aka rainbow cookies.
They probably do. They probably
Or
do.
the fact they have the amazing pizza.
Yeah.
Chicago
And
pizza's
bagels.
better, but okay. Yeah, Brooklyn
Chicago pizza.
Lies.
What?
Lies.
What?
If you ever visit Long Island, I will take you to my favorite pizza place where they have mini raviolis with vodka sauce and mozzarella cheese on top of a freaking pizza, and it is so good.
Yeah.
Yep, pizza.
That's
Specialty slices. New York is where it's at.
dude, in New York, pizza's like street food. You like go up, you buy a slice, and like walk around with it in your hand. Like it's just casual. It's casual nothing. Like in Chicago, it takes like 35 minutes to make. You have to wait. You know, it's an experience eating it.
Break your tooth off on the Chicago pizza. And
I break a tooth off in New York on someone's pizza.
No, it's completely different pizza.
I don't know, and like it's weird. Like I think it is a weird thing. A lot of people don't know. Like in New York, when you go to a pizza place, you don't buy a pie; you buy individual slices. And people are like, "What the fuck do you mean you don't buy the whole pie?" Well,
yeah, I mean that's kind of weird.
Barbecue.
I mean that's kind of weird, but I mean I've seen that before. But I mean I understand where people are coming from. Like, you know, you go up. I mean, and also the slices are like massive. I mean.
Oh my God, there's one place that by me called Little Vincent's, and like their thing is to put cold cheese on top of their pizza.
Love it.
And like you think that like that wouldn't be like a cool thing, but it's like the shit.
No,
and
I
their
think that's
slices are like bigger than my face.
No, see that's up my alley. That may rival Chicago deep dish pizza for me if I tried that.
Nobody calls it a pie. What do you call it?
Yeah, pizza. I mean that's kind of a New York thing as well. Gotta say, gotta be honest. People don't call it a pie; they just call it a pizza.
Well, I guess because here you get a slice of pizza, like you get a slice of pie.
Right.
That's where my dad started cooking pizza was at Tony's in Brooklyn, and then he ended up becoming a huge guy in the pizza business.
Nice.
I want pizza now. It's 11. It's 9 o'clock at night, and I haven't eaten dinner.
I know. I want pizza now too.
Pizza. Maybe I'll just go to like get a bagel.
You're gonna have to call like Pizza Hut or Domino's at this hour.
No Pizza Hut.
Little Caesars.
I would eat 20 Little Caesars pizzas before I go to Pizza Hut ever again.
Wow, that's worse.
Wow. All right, last thing before we kind of wrap this up and get out of here. Is there anything on the direct games that you guys are like seriously looking forward to? Like I know, Sassy, you don't really have a Switch, but if you had one, is there something that like really piques your interest?
The Dark Souls amiibo, or whatever it's called. You could just praise the sun whenever you want, just by putting it on there or something.
Oh, is that the new amiibo that's coming out?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let me see. I'm kind of trying to show it here. Let's see. I'm trying to like scroll forward so they actually like show the amiibo.
I think one of the biggest things we're missing here with Nintendo is that they're kind of growing up and maturing a little bit, taking a risk with South Park.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see that was coming.
The amiibo.
And then they also did the thing with Skyrim, and then they're doing the thing with Doom. I mean, they're kind of growing up, which is good to see.
Yeah, but the problem is that they're months to a year behind other consoles now.
Yeah, they always will be.
Like Skyrim, okay, like I've never played Skyrim. Do not yell at me. I know this.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But like if you played Skyrim on your other console, like what would be the incentive to buy it on the Switch? If you played a Crash Bandicoot already months ago, what would be the incentive to buy it on the Switch?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest though, I bought Skyrim on Xbox, I 360, Xbox One. I bought it on PC. I bought it on Switch. And I'm probably going to buy it on PS4.
Yeah, but aren't the mods the best on the PC?
Yeah.
See, now you're just talking from a PC gamer's perspective. As a person who hates console gaming like yourself, apparently, I found this out.
I don't hate console gaming. I love consoles.
Okay, as a person that hates Xbox,
that's
you're not thinking like a rational gamer right now. You're thinking as a PC.
I know. I've never played Skyrim. They're all yelling at me now. That's before I started like getting into gaming. I was actually dating a guy, and he told me that I wasn't allowed to play Skyrim because video games are for boys. And that's when that was the last time I saw him. I was like,
how ignorant. Yeah, but I mean, like, see, with the Dark Souls thing, like, there are lots of people that own a Switch that have never touched Dark Souls before, you know, which is weird to think, but it's true. And I would never buy that amiibo. Like, let's get that straight right now. Assassin, I know you would because you love like action figures and shit. But
I don't like Dark Souls that much.
It's like I don't know. I'm with you kind of, Steph, on that. Like, I think that re-releasing games like well down the road is not going to do super well for you, especially if that's like your quote unquote third party support. But at the same time, like, I know that that's going to sell pretty well for some reason. Like, look at Doom, for instance, right? They released Doom, the newest one, on the Switch, and that sold pretty decently well. For some reason.
The game sold well, but is that going to sell Switches?
No.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I don't know. You know what's going to sell Switches though is
the crossplay.
No, absolutely not. Is Smash Brothers, is Mario Tennis, Aces, whatever it's called, and unfortunately not Detective Pikachu. I can't believe this game, honestly. Ooh, my dog is growling. He's mean.
Oh, my dog just heard your dog, and he's coming up behind me.
Puppies.
All right, well,
Cardboard sells Switches. Oh my god.
What do you say?
It does, doesn't it? I mean,
cardboard, Jesus, man.
You know, Tomb Hunter, this is a great advantage for Lego. If they could do something with Lego like that on the Switch, it'd be epic.
There you go. Oh, man, when that cardboard thing comes out, I have to grab it. Lobo, whatever. Just to see what it's like.
Grab a couple Maytag boxes.
There you go. All right, well, I think that's how long have we been on. We've been on for like an hour and a half, a little bit longer. So I told Pink.
All the pizza places are closing right now.
I know.
They're all mopping and sweeping. 10 o'clock's usually like the cutoff time for most of them.
Not in New York. Like New York, I feel like you can buy pizza at like 2 a.m. Can't you?
In the city, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, want to, before we end, just like thank our guest here that's been discussing everything with us and being a true sport tonight on the podcast. Thank you, PinkSmurph, for coming on. Why don't you let everyone know where we can find you and what you'll be doing in your life?
You can find me on all social medias and Twitch at PinkSmurph with the PH everywhere because I made it super easy. And what will I be doing with my life? Wouldn't I like to know? Just if you want to come hang out with me, it's like a podcast every day.
It's like a podcast every day. Can you imagine if like podcasts lasted as long as your streams?
Oh god,
that'd be a long fucking podcast every single day.
Especially
some people
my
do
Saturday
that.
streams are like 7 hours.
Ugh.
I mean, we could always talk about the origin of the PlayStation all the way to the current PlayStation.
There you go. And we can go on a console wars and say why Xbox One is better than PlayStation 4.
No.
I'm kidding. Everyone knows it's not. Everyone knows it's not.
Assassin isn't. He likes that true 4K on the Xbox One X.
There you go.
Man.
There you go. Anyway, all right, we got to get out of here because it's been a while.
Daz, can you post PinkSmurph's link again?
Yes, moderators, please post all the good things, PinkSmurph, so that we can
all the links.
Get some people over there from our channel as well. And if you do go over there, just be like, hey, saw you 4GwQPodcast, love you, bye, that kind of thing. Well, don't say bye, obviously, but until she's done streaming.
And I might stream later if I get food. Maybe I'll eat on stream.
Do it.
Eat pizza. Eat some real New York pizza and let Assassin see what real New York pizza is like.
True story right now is that PinkSmurph streamed for about 30 minutes ish, and all she did was eat pasta the other night and got like $1,000 in donations in like 30 minutes. Well, I don't know if it was $1,000, but it seemed like a shit ton of money for just eating pasta. And she's like freaking out because she's like, why are people donating to me? I'm just eating pasta.
Why do you guys like this? I'm hungry. Just let me eat.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
That
Well,
was
I mean,
hilarious.
Assassin did do an ice bucket challenge, but
Oh,
he didn't get any donations.
Oh.
Poor Assassin. 2 years ago.
yeah.
That was
It's 2
brutal.
years ago. No one cares.
Wow.
No, it did.
Wow, brutal.
It was the funniest episode ever, though.
It
No,
was.
it wasn't.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one.
No, it was a pretty bad one.
Anyway, all right. You can find all of us as well individually. Our Twitter and Xbox handles have kind of been cycling below our faces here. If you want to find, podcast links, you can just search 4GwQPodcast. You'll find us everywhere, kind of like with PinkSmurph. Except on Twitter, we're 4GwQPodcast because four
They don't
guys are...
follow me, by the way. It's okay.
Huh?
The
We
podcast
follow.
doesn't follow. The podcast doesn't follow me.
That's a lie.
Assassin, our social media manager. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
That's a lie. We follow you.
Oh, what are you chat? What are you doing?
Well, anyway, we're going to follow PinkSmurph right after this podcast. But, wow, I did not
Girls
know
get
that we don't
tips.
follow you on the
Hey.
podcast channel. That's embarrassing.
No,
Sorry.
funny people get tips. Not because might be because I'm a girl. But
Well, no, it was unusual. Like whether you're a girl or a guy, getting tipped that much money for eating on camera is a little unusual. I don't know what happened that night,
it
but
was just very weird. And I was
Yeah.
like, can you guys just let me eat my food? I'm just hungry.
nice. Anyway, that was episode 164. We appreciate everyone. Go like, subscribe, do all that good stuff if you enjoyed the content, and we will see you next week. Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Later.
Bye.